Okay, so we are here for our second PBL match against my opponent Mopman, coach of the Detroit Gligars. Ignore spectators just in case anybody decides to join. And my opponent does not bring the Galvantula, which is pretty good for us, because we don't have to worry about that. Which means that I will be opening up with 151. We can U-turn out. We outspeed my opponent's entire team, with the exception of a Scarf Me Enshao, I believe. Yeah, Scarf Me Enshao would outspeed us. However, it can't. I don't think it could kill us. It might be able to, though. I'm not sure. But we are going to open up with 151, our Mew. I'm gonna close out of Skype. This is recording my mic. My camera's recording. Yes, my hair is still blue. I'm recording this actually the same day as the team builder. As my opponent does open up with Drill. And I'm just gonna fire off an energy ball and knock the Drill out. I don't want that thing. I don't want Rocks Up. I don't. I just don't. That's all there is to it. My opponent goes out into Kimono, which is... I'm guessing it's Scarfed. I'm not sure. I can't really safely go out into Osiris, because I really don't... Actually, no, I can. I can safely go out into Osiris. We're immune to the Fake Out, which is good, and here I can fire off a Will-O-Wisp, because I'm glad to burn anything that comes in. My opponent Sylveon comes in, we missed the Will-O-Wisp, which is unfortunate, but now we can switch out into Borealis. It's kind of exactly what I was expecting to happen. My opponent goes for the Wish. I don't know who I'm trying to pass it to, but I'm going to go for the Toxic. We do Toxic the Sylveon, which is fantastic. And this is a Calm Mind Sylveon, so now we can go for Roar this thing out, get it out of my face. Thank you. As Genie comes in, which is very good for us, because we can fire off a Scald here. And that looks like it is Scarfed damage. As we get the burn? We get the burn on Rat, Bear, Pig, Sloth, whatever you want to call it. I want to know if that was banded, or if, sorry, if that was Scarfed or not. So I'm going to open that up, and open it up off here in a new menu. I'm going to open up Borealis. Whoops. Sweeten, rather. Blank set. We have max HP and 4 defense. Not that 4 really makes much of a difference. We have max HP against a Landortharian. Lando T OU Choice Scarf at level 50. U-turn. What if you're adamant? Because that did like 30%. That's banded. That is banded. That's a banded whatchamacallit. Oh, no, wait. That did 23%. So he is Adamant Scarfed. Okay, that is good to know. This thing is a bit of an issue. I really wish I had Toxic'd it, to be perfectly honest. I'm going to switch out into... I can't really take that many hits with Zeus. I really can't. I have to switch out into Zeus, though. I really can't make any other plays. My opponent Mega Evolves, goes for the Slack Off, which is perfectly fine for me, because at this point, I can just fire off a Thunderbolt. My opponent switches out into Ribbons. Ribbons does not really appreciate that. And we can go for a Nasty Plot. My opponent goes for the Wish. And my opponent will probably protect here, so I'm going to go for a second Nasty Plot. My opponent could go for Calm Mind, hypothetically. However, at this point, Zeus should be... Yeah, my opponent goes for the Protect, we go for the Nasty Plot. My opponent gets the HP back, but now my opponent gets absolutely vaporized by Sludge Wave. Goodbye, Ribbons. My opponent will probably go out into the Mienshao now. However, we do outspeed this thing. I'm not really worried about a Fake Out. And we can just... We can just fire off T-Bolts. I'm sorry, what? What? Oh, it's level 100! That's why. I was like, what? What? I was like, what? That's relatively fine. That I just had no idea why or how that happened. I'm gonna go for the Power Split on something's gonna come in. I don't really know how we're going to deal with that because this is another reason why we have preseason, is to prevent stuff like this from happening. As you saw last week, I sacrificed my Houndoom. I'm just going to go for Hex. He's just going to sacrifice his Mienshao out of fairness. Like as you saw last week, my Houndoom was incorrect, so I sacrificed that. This week, his Mienshao is incorrect, so he's going to sacrifice that. Because as you can see, that does absolutely nothing. And, you know, it's just out of fairness. And now we're actually in a pretty good spot. My opponent goes out into the Landorus there and lowers our attack. I know for a fact we can take any hit this thing wants to throw at us. However, I don't really have anything... Well, here's the reason that I have a bit of an issue, is that Zeus kind of just won at that point. Because this thing does appear to be Scarfed. I'm going to go for the Hex. Because my opponent does go for the... that thing. Knockoff. We have our Culver Berry though, so I'm not worried about that. This time I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. As my opponent goes for the knockoff again, we land the Will-O-Wisp, which is fantastic. And here I can go for Pain Split, as we do lose the knockoff. And we're in pretty good shape now. I can just fire off a Hex, and we'll be good to go. Hex takes out the Genie, as my opponent goes out to turn up the Rotom Heat. I really apologize for my dogs. They are making a huge amount of noise. I don't know why. As I can pretty safely switch out into Hamhawk. However, I don't really want to. I'd rather just let this thing go down, so I'm going to try and go for the Pain Split. My opponent goes for the Overheat. Lowers his special attack. I'm going to bring out Nermal. And I'm going to go for the Fake Out. It is my best play. My opponent switches out into the Sloth. We can go for a U-turn here. And go right out into Borealis. We can eat up any hit that this thing wants to throw at us. We'll eat up My opponent goes for Slack Off, which I'm fine with, because we can actually just go for Roar. My opponent goes for the Focus Blast, misses. I roar it out, and I know we can take any electric type attack, and I want to Toxic this thing. We eat that Thunderbolt. We missed the Toxic. Fantastic. I do believe my opponent is Scarfed, however. So I'm going to switch out into Ham Hop. My opponent is indeed Scarfed. And at this point, I'm going to go for some late game rocks, because it'll help me out in the long run. And Slack Off Focus Blast. Focus Blast will not be fun. However, I can switch right out into 151. I know I can take a Focus Blast, I can take a Skull just fine. I wouldn't care if he burned me, as I am a special attacker. But now I'm just going to fire Energy Ball off. Pretty much almost take this thing out. He does not win this Stall War by any means. As the next Energy Ball will take him out. Energy Ball takes out the Sloth. My opponent can now go into the Rotom Heat. And I know we outspeed this thing. And my opponent can't win at this point. I'm just going to go for the Energy Ball. I know we outspeed. The Overheat will take us out, but now we can go right out into Normal and go for the Fake Out. And like I said, Normal's going to put in work in this match, and Normal is indeed going to be putting in some work. Overheat will not take us out, and Return will take out the Rotom Heat. We actually still outspeed, and that is good game to my opponent, Mopman. Just like with the game against Dom, a little bit of slip-ups with getting all the Showdown stuff correct. One of the reasons why I prefer Wi-Fi, but, you know, genning is not easy. I literally have a second 3DS just for genning. But, again, thank you so much to Mopman for the battle. And, yeah, that's about it. I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. It is very much greatly appreciated. But with that, I'm going to get about best luck to you out there. I will see you all soon. Goodbye.